I kneel before no one.
What is up, all moviegoers? TCT back again, and today I am back at the Alamo Drafthouse. It's been a while since I've been here. I am back at the Alamo Drafthouse to see the long-awaited DC movie starring Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, Black Adam. Now, granted, I know exactly who Shazam is. I know exactly what that character is. I know who Black Adam is. I know what the character is. I haven't really read much lore on Black Adam, so I'm going in completely in the dark. I like other DC fans who are like, how do you not know who Black Adam is? I do know who Black Adam is. I know what he is. I know a little bit. I'm not like a massive fan of Black Adam. Hopefully this movie can change that and I can dive a little bit more into the character. I absolutely love Shazam, though. I've loved that character for a long time, even before the movie came out. If you haven't seen the movie, it's a great movie. Check it out. It's with Zachary Levi. It's really good. Okay, it's really good. This movie, I'm hoping it's great, simply because DC needs it. Everything that they've done to butcher that Justice League franchise that they did was just not good. Zack Snyder was doing okay, and then they called Joss Whedon in and just wrecked everything. And then, all the mayhem going on with Aquaman that should have came out this year, and I don't know what's going on with the Amber Heard situation. And then you got the Ezra Miller situation, which is not good. Him playing the Flash. I'm amazed they haven't scrapped that whole movie yet. Not to mention Wonder Woman 1984. I did do a review on that if you want to go look at that video. That was just awful. That movie was one of the worst superhero movies I've ever seen in my life. They've not done great, DC, so they really need this. This needs to be good. From what I heard, critics do what they normally do with superhero movies. They crushed it. And then the audience score, the people that came out and went to see the movie, that's the score that I go by. I don't go by Rotten Tomatoes anymore. I think they're a bunch of pansies. I think they are absolutely insane to even think that they are movie reviewers or movie critics at this point. It goes by word of mouth. What do I think? Does the viewer think? 90%. So hopefully this is good. So I don't know, man. I'm really nervous. One of my favorite DC characters is in this movie. That would be Dr. Fate. Apparently, he's being played by Pierce Brosnan, which I'm okay with. I like Pierce Brosnan. I've been watching him ever since I was a kid, with 007 and Dante's Peak. I've seen him in a bunch of movies, okay? So they need to do that right. I don't know if it's the Dr. Fate Kent character. I got to see which character is going to be Dr. Fate. There's a few of them that are chosen to be Dr. Fate in the comic books. I'm wondering if this is Kent. Which is funny because there's a Clark Kent. But the original Dr. Fate. I forgot his first name, but I know his last. Either his first name is Kent, or his last. I know one of them's Kent. Like one of his names is Kent. I gotta go back and read the lore again, but I like Dr. Fate. Dr. Fate and that magic of his. He's like the Doctor Strange of DC, so I'm really curious. So let's go inside and let's check out Black Adam. I'm just hoping for a good action-packed movie. If I come out smiling, then it doesn't have to be the best movie in the world. I just want to see action. I want to see some fighting, okay? That's exactly what I want to see. So let's go check it out. And welcome back, all moviegoers. TCT here. Just got out of Black Adam. See, my glasses are still turning its color back because I've been outside. Man, let me just tell you, DC needed that one. To me, that's... The Rock has not had a movie like that in a long time where it's been, just him just showcasing who he is. I mean, he has a lot of successful movies, but that's my favorite one he's done in a while. It really is. They needed that. They really needed that. The JSA was perfect in that movie, man. It was perfect in that movie. The weakest one, definitely Adam Smasher. Cyclone was great. Pierce Brosnan, let me just say, dude, you were absolutely perfect as Dr. Fate. I'm a huge fan of Dr. Fate. I said it from the beginning. They needed this. Hawkman was good. Hawkman was really good, but they needed this one. To me, I don't even know where to begin, man. They start with the backstory. You know, they're after the crown, and you know the kid and his mom hunting for the crown. They get the crown. The one guy that's with them, you know, backstabs them, and she awakens Adam. She awakens Adam from. They're saying it's his prison, instead of his tomb, by saying the word Shazam, and we all know what happens when you say Shazam. Here he comes, man, from the get-go. First 15-20 minutes from the get-go, action-packed. Critics, I don't know what you guys want from a superhero movie, man. You're going to give it a 50%. Give me a break. You give all DC movies low ratings like that, and they end up being action-packed, just great films. Like, you know, and other than, like, the Justice League, of course, but, I mean, Wonder Woman 84. I don't know what it is about sequels that they just like to mingle and they're not as good, but these first films, you know, the first Wonder Woman, the first Aquaman, they were great, man. First Man of Steel, they were good. Man, this has been long awaited. They did excellent on this, man. They did excellent on this. It was some jokes in there that they were hit and miss, but a lot of them that were really funny. Man, I gotta just say, Pierce Brosnan was shining throughout the whole thing. Like, perfect. Like, you want to talk perfect casting? I haven't seen that perfect of a character casted since Hugh Jackman was casted to play Wolverine. He was perfect as Kent. He really was perfect as Dr. Fate. Man, it's awesome. I don't want to give too much away for the folks who haven't gone to see this. I'm going to keep this short and sweet. This movie was good. It's definitely worthy of its 90% audience score. It's definitely worthy, man. They needed this. They really needed this. The Rock was shining throughout the whole thing. Dude, he was scary. He was really scary to start this sucker. He was really scary to start this sucker. The anti-hero didn't care about killing folks. I mean, he's wiping them out left and right. You're on a journey with him to where he has to learn to become something better. And that always works in a movie, man. The movie was actually 2 hours long. It felt like I was in there for 3. It did. I'm not saying it dragged. Like, the action made it to where time just slowed down. And the action in it's really good. Hawkman was glorious in this movie. Dude, if you're a fan of the Justice Society of America, this is great. This is great, man. I am a big fan of, like, I love the Justice League, don't get me wrong, but the JSA, you know, growing up watching Smallville, you know, in high school, the JSA was glorious. And, you know, from, I think, what was it, season 8, 9, and 10, they're all up in Smallville. And that's where I learned about those characters. I knew already who Hawkman was, but that's when I started learning about Dr. Fate and really started enjoying that character in the comic books. Cyclone was a great addition. She was awesome in this. Cyclone was a great addition. Adam Smasher, they tried to make him like Ant-Man combined with Deadpool a little bit. I don't know. It was kind of a miss for me, but he was okay. He did pretty good. I mean, he grew on me a little bit. They need to do better with him, though. But he grew on me a little bit. I like the guy playing him. I think he was all right. The Rock, though, man, this was a great backstory. This was a really great backstory. I don't want to give it away. I want you guys to see it, but the backstory of how he became who he is. Sorry about the rumbling, guys. The lady behind me just cut her truck on, and it's really loud. But he became who he is. Oh, man. The people in the movie, excellent. The city, they, doing the Diamond Dallas Page up in here. It's seriously the Diamond Dallas Page. Every time I've seen that, I'm like, DDP, bang! It's great though. This is a good one, man. They did a great job with this. It's definitely feels like, there were some things they added in later on that really didn't need to be there, but they put them in. Dude, I'm in just awe from this, man. Like, I really need time to process. It's kind of like the Marvel effect, you just saw something great, but you need time to process it. I had fun. I told you guys if I was going to come out smiling, then it's good. Like, look how I bashed other movies. If I come out smiling, then it's good. And it was good. I mean, if I was going to rate this is definitely one of the better DC films. It's right up there with Aquaman and Wonder Woman and Man of Steel. Okay, I wasn't a big fan of Dawn of Justice. I wasn't a big fan of Whedon's Justice League, even though I did it on the channel. I liked it. I love Zack Snyder's though. By the way, the director, whoever directed this, I gotta look it up again. Who directed this? Absolutely loved what Zack Snyder did, because there's a lot of slow motion, a lot of scenes taken from the Snyderverse. I'm guessing they're going to continue with Zack Snyder's vision a little bit, even though they're saying, "Oh, we don't want to do the Snyderverse." You got to go with what worked, man. The lightning effects, the slow motion, everything that was out of a Zack Snyder movie, and you'll know what I'm talking about when you see the slow motion action scenes with the lightning and stuff. It's something you would see the Flash do. I just don't know how else to describe it, but man, The Rock was awesome in this. He was really awesome in this. A little over the top in some scenes, where they didn't need to do it. I mean, they were trying to do some jokes with him and stuff. Some of the jokes were funny. Other jokes were like a little bit cringe. It's like, yeah, you don't need that there. But I don't know, man. To me, this was his role. This was the role he needed to do, and he was right. The DC landscape is going to change now. I believe it is. This needs to launch everything. It needs to launch all the good stuff that DC needs to start doing. I'm glad it was a team up movie. It wasn't just a boring one character movie. I'm glad the JSA was in it. I really am. They needed that, and you needed to put smiles on faces. Dr. Fate is a good way to do that, and so is Hawkman. Cyclone and Atom Smasher, did it need to be there? No, but I'm glad Cyclone was there. I mean, the wind effects for her were awesome. I'm very glad that Atom Smasher was in it, even though they kind of missed on it a little bit. I enjoyed him. I thought he was okay. Henry Winkler does make an appearance in the movie as well. A nice cameo, so that's a fun little thing to look out for. But I really enjoyed this movie. I thought it was great. It's definitely one of the better movies The Rock has ever done. So if I'm going to give this a rating, I'm giving it a solid A. Black Adam, solid A. Solid A. I'm not going to give it an A+, because I think they can definitely do better. But because of the action, the compelling story, solid A, man. And it didn't feel rushed, didn't feel over the top. They took their time with it, and it worked. So like, subscribe, favorite, and as always, this is TCT signing off. Black Adam, solid A. This was good. The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, you did a great job. Go see it. It's in theaters now, folks.